So, fellas, man, we live, man. Another week, another episode. Minoxidil Beer Journey live stream, man. We're gonna be talking about life after Minoxidil. And as y'all can see, man, I think I kind of enhanced the quality a little bit. I'm using my camera instead of my webcam, so it's the first time I ever streamed using this. So got my ring light in the back, brighten things up. So I'm be looking down at the laptop as well, looking at y'all comments and stuff like that. All right, man, I see some of y'all getting in. Appreciate that. I'm gonna wait till it's 12 people in here, man, before we start it up. I see y'all, man. Shout out to everybody that's still rocking with your boy, man. Long time coming. Can't believe it's already been 2 years. All right, man, I see y'all. Let me give y'all some shout outs. Diego. See you, Rico Plays. Fitness with Dow. Beer Boost, Diego. Joel. All right, man, let's get down into it. So basically, this is like my second week of not putting on any Minoxidil. And I went cold turkey, man. I heard a few people saying that you should taper off. Even before I started my Minoxidil beer journey, I was watching some videos of some guys that kind of went through their journeys. And I've heard some of them went from doing 2 a day applications to 1 a day and then kind of skipping every other day. But you know what I'm saying, kind of going through my journey, it's been days where I may have went like 2 days without applying Minoxidil and I didn't notice any side effects. So I was like, man, I'm just gonna completely come off of Minoxidil. And to be honest with you, I haven't noticed any side effects whatsoever at all. And you know what I'm saying, so far so good. I haven't changed anything other than not putting Minoxidil on. I still use my Jamaican black castor oil. I just kind of use it in the morning, you know what I'm saying, after I take my shower, just to kind of moisturize my beard. Actually, I feel like it makes my beard a little soft, and I kind of just comb it through, make it beard smell good, have it nice and shiny. Even though, man, wearing these respiratory masks at work, man, it's messing up my beard, man. I can't really show off my beard like I want to. But yeah, man, that's basically what I've been doing. And I haven't noticed any changes in my beard in terms of hair loss or anything like that. It seems that so far that my beard is permanent. I hope it stays that way. And you know what I'm saying, to be honest with you, man, this is probably the longest my beard has been in a long time. Probably since the first time I really started growing my beard when I had the noob gains. Because if you've been following my channel, you've noticed that, or you've probably seen that I pretty much keep my beard trimmed. Like, I don't know, it just bothers me. Like, I would get to the point where I would trim my beard like every morning, just basically when I get out the shower. I get my clippers, and then like any kind of wild hairs and stuff like that, I would just kind of graze it and shape it up. And then I guess like day after day doing that, my beard just started getting shorter and shorter. And I don't know, eventually I'll be like, you know what? I'm gonna start all over. But this time around, ever since I had cut that goatee, I haven't really messed with my beard other than kind of shaping up like the upper edges like this and like my sideburns and stuff like that, keeping that trim. I haven't really been shaping up my beard or cutting it at all. And it's actually pretty thick. I keep it compact, so it's actually a lot longer than this if I pick it out. It just looks kind of crazy and it's kind of uneven. But you know what I'm saying, a lot of people, since I've been having this channel, been really wanting me to like grow my beard out really, really, really long. And I think I might try to do it. I'm gonna at least grow my beard out until January 1st. Because it's like, you know what I'm saying? wearing a mask all day, I can't even really see my beard, you know what I'm saying? So it's a lot easier for me to grow it out. And I'm gonna see how long it's gonna take. And also, you know what I'm saying, I'm real comfortable with how dense my beard is now. I don't have too many noticeable, you know what I'm saying, weak areas. And also my beard, you know what I'm saying, the connectors are connecting. So I think it's gonna look pretty decent, man. I don't know exactly how long I'm gonna grow it out. Eventually I'll probably keep, you know what I'm saying, the sides of it a little shaved down, but definitely under here, I'm gonna keep it growing out. And I may even go to like a barber one day to get like a real professional lineup, you know what I'm saying, to see how that is and maybe take some pointers. I was also thinking about investing in like a razor, like a straight edge, so I can start really getting that crispy lineup. But I don't know, man. I'm scared I might, you know what I'm saying, mess my line up on my beard. And if that happens, I'm cutting it all off. I don't know. But man, let's get down. So let me look at some of these comments. So fitness with Dow. Am I still derma rolling? No, man, I'm not derma rolling. I may start back derma rolling, but it's been like a couple months since I've derma rolled. I don't know. Like I stopped derma rolling before I finished my journey. I don't know. I kind of just got tired of doing it, to be honest with you. I don't know. It became like a burden. I don't know. It got to the point where I just hate derma rolling, and I wasn't really seeing any noticeable results or anything like that. So I was like, I don't know. Once I got rid of it, and then the derma roller that I had, like the little wheel thing where you be rolling it on your face, it kind of got to the point where it wasn't rolling like it needed to be. And I just kind of just threw it away. It was old and I just never got another one. And for some reason, man, the derma rolls, it can kind of get a little hard to find them online because you'll have a brand that you'll see on Amazon and you'll buy it. But then the next time I try to go buy another derma roller, I don't even see that brand anymore. And they got different prices and all that stuff. I'm like, man, it can't be that difficult to get a 0.5 millimeter derma roller. But yeah, I haven't even been doing that, man. Let me read some more of these comments. Hey, man, shout out for Joey said, man, he always watch my videos for motivation, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie. Before I started my journey, my minoxidil beard journey, I was looking at all the content creators that was posting their weekly videos, man. I was watching them religiously over and over and over again. And definitely that motivated me. You know what I'm saying? And so I was like, once I start my journey, I got to do the same thing because I'm pretty sure some of y'all that watch my channels, y'all probably go back to my beginning videos when my beard wasn't connecting, and y'all probably see my progress. I really think that 2-year transformation video that I made is real helpful because you really can see, you know what I'm saying, the transformation and where I started from and where I'm at now. And I remember making that video, I was like, man, my beard was looking crazy. And I'm like thinking back, I was like, man, I really thought my beard was hitting, you know what I'm saying? And I'm actually glad that I continued past 1 year because I don't think I was fully ready, man. I don't think I fully made my gains in 1 year. So I don't know, maybe we should change the recommendation to go on to 2 years, especially if your beard after 1 year isn't where you need it to be. The gains are going to be a lot slower, but you still, I feel, are going to be making gains even on that 2nd year. And I still have transitional hairs right here, man. And that's one thing I'm going to be looking at right now that I'm no longer using minoxidil. I want to see if this minoxidil has stimulated me to actually start, you know what I'm saying, making my transitional hairs get replaced by terminal without being on minoxidil. So I'm keeping a very close eye on my connectors and see how it's going to be in the next few months. All right, let's get some more questions, man. Diego, man, get that James Harden look. I don't know if I can get no James Harden. James Harden got a crazy beard, and it's like he has like 100% coverage. If you ever look at his beard, like even under his lips, all that is covered. All you can see is his lips and his crooked teeth. But I don't want to get it to that point. To me, you know what I'm saying? I guess that's just like an image thing for him, but his beard is just a little too big for me. You know whose beard I like that has a longer beard? R.I.P. to Nipsey Hussle, man. He had a cold beard. You know what I'm saying? His beard was, you know what I'm saying, was long, but it was maintained really good. And it really fit his face really well. And if you look at like videos or pictures of him before he had a longer beard, he looked a lot better. You know what I'm saying? He looked completely different with that longer beard. And I think he had a really cool looking beard. Even Rick Ross, man. Rick Ross has a really nice manicured beard that's not too long, but you know what I'm saying, it fits his face. And he also has a bald head like me. So maybe that Rick Ross length. All right, Johnny Deals, man. What's up, bro? I've been on Minoxidil for 4 years and minimal results. Should I take a break and try again? I don't know, man. I'm pretty sure you got some results being on it for 4 years. I'm not sure how consistent you were at it. But yeah, maybe you can take a little break, let your body, you know what I'm saying, rid itself of the minoxidil, detox from it, and then jump back on it and see how it is. Or if you're using like the 5% minoxidil, maybe you can try like the 10% foam and see where you go from that. But I think the biggest thing, man, is just to be consistent. All right, Rico Plays, man. How the high up to you line up under your neck? Oh, how high do I line up under my neck? My neck hair come down to my Adam's apple. How high do you line up yours? So I line, as you can see, this is my Adam's apple. I line it up a little bit higher than my Adam's apple. What you don't want to do is like cut your beard like where you kind of go along your chin line to where you have like this little U down here. You want to get it like this and then keep it right above the Adam's apple. You also don't want it to go too low as well. But yeah, right above the Adam's apple is where you want to get that line up, man. And always line this up. I line this up like every 2 days under there, man. It makes it look nice and crispy. And also you can cut the wild hairs down here. You don't want these hairs to be too long. If you kind of trim these hairs, it makes it look it makes it look a lot better. So yeah. All right, little duder. Golly. I need a derma roller. Man, you can get it on Amazon. They even sell them at Walmart in like the section where they have like the beauty products. The problem is the Walmart brand, they don't tell you what millimeter it is. So I'm not sure if it's a 0.25 or a 0.5 or 0.75. But always check Amazon.com. They usually have it. If you can't find it under the name derma roller, type in microneedler and you should be able to find it. I'm not sure what the price would be because the price it can vary depending on the brand, but you should be able to find a 0.5 millimeter. All right. So Jeffrey Jude, I'm on week 9. Decent gains on estimate. When should I start using beard oil? And you can use beard oil right now, you know what I'm saying, as a moisturizer, but in the terms of like a beard balm or something like that, like some type of product that style your beard, you probably don't really need it until you have like a beard my length right here. I would just use like the castor oil just to moisturize. But yeah, you really don't need a beard oil right now if you don't have a beard, unless you just want to put it on to smell good, which, you know what I'm saying, there's nothing wrong with that. Desert Penguin, what do you recommend for patches other than minoxidil? If you don't want to use minoxidil, I guess you can use enhancements, those spray enhancements. You got to know what you're doing because if you put it on too hard, people going to notice it. Also, if you have patches, if you grow your beard out longer, it may cover it up a little bit. But to be honest with you, if I had really bad patches in my beard, like how I had when I first started, to where my beard, I could grow sideburns, but it wouldn't connect to my chin hair, I would just cut my sideburns and just rock the goatee and just apply the minoxidil until your hair start coming in. Cause I was like, so I can't rock no patch, man. I just can't do it. But it all depends on you, man. But yeah, maybe you can grow it out a little bit If the patch is still noticeable, man, just cut it off and just keep applying the minoxidil until those new gains come in, and then you'll actually, see that patch slowly disappearing. All right. Rebella GTS, your beard looks thicker live. Yeah, I appreciate that, man. I'm using a new camera, man. Other than this little cheap web, well, ain't no cheap webcam because this is an Apple computer, but I'm glad it looks better than before. I've been growing, Rico Play said, I've been growing hair on my wrists. Hey, that's one side effect that I don't think I ever experienced. I never experienced any unwanted hair growth. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially like, I've heard people say that they were growing hair all on top of their chin and they hair on their back and on their arms and stuff like that. I never experienced that, thank God. Especially on your back. You ain't gonna get no holes with no hairy back. We don't want that, man. I would go to a place and get that waxed off or something if I had hair on my back. I don't know how them Arabian dudes be doing it, man. I wonder if it makes your body odor stink too. All right, the beard boost, man. You definitely inspired me to do 2 years of minoxidil. Originally, I was going to do 1, but to be honest, after seeing your results, 1 year just doesn't seem enough. Yeah, man, you might as well go 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Once you get into the habit of doing it, and especially if you're using a phone version, it's not like it's a burden to do it. You know what I'm saying? It just becomes like a natural routine. And you know what I'm saying? Those 2 years are going to go by even, you know what I'm saying, regardless whether you put minoxidil on or not. So you might as well do 3 years. I was thinking about it. I was like, you know what? I could do 3 years, but I told y'all I was going 2 years to see how it goes. But to be honest with you, I'm probably going to jump back on there again until my connectors really are connecting like I need them to connect. But right now, I'm just going to give it a break and see how things are going. But best believe if I start noticing my hair start coming out or my hair getting thinner or I'm having patches, I'm jumping on minoxidil head first. 10%. I'm jumping straight on that 10%. Not going to play no games. If I start noticing my hair come off, I'm going to be on minoxidil for the rest of my life, man. I like this beard, man. I can't. It ain't going nowhere. All right, man. The beard boost. All right, I already read that. All right, man. 27 people in here, man. I think this a record. Let me go back up. All right, Lil Duder. I think that's how you pronounce your name. You on 6 months. You think you're gonna go back to the foam? You had the best results with that. Yeah, man. You can do either the foam or the liquid, man. They both gonna work. I just always used the foam because it was more convenient for me. You know what I'm saying? I could not deal with that liquid running down my beard and taking forever. Like, I'm gonna keep it real. I knew I was gonna go with the foam when one of the guys that were using it, one of the content creators said that it took him like an hour for it to dry on his face. I'm like, golly, an hour? I'm like, man, I don't have time to wait an hour, you know what I'm saying, in the morning for it to dry on my face and then go to work. Like, you know what I'm saying, my schedule be too tight. So I was like, man, I'm just gonna spend that extra money and go with the foam and see how it works. All right. Rico plays, all right, my lineup probably whack right now. I've probably been lining up like once a month. Yeah, man, you gotta line it up like at least once every 2 weeks. All right, Zaya 19. If you were to shave your beard, would it grow back naturally without the use of minoxidil after your 2 years of use? Yeah, man, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, of course, man. My beard would definitely grow back by itself. Like I say, I thought about doing that too. I was like, you know what? Maybe on January 1st, I should cut my beard off. Or I was actually thinking about when I hit the 2 year mark, my last video, week 52, I thought about making a video where I cut my beard completely off and then reintroduced. And that's how I was going to bring in the life after minoxidil, showing y'all me growing my beard back while not using minoxidil. But what prevented me from doing that is when, you know what I'm saying, a few weeks prior when I had cut my hair off into a goatee And I was like, why do I keep doing this to myself, bro? Every time I cut my beard off, I regret it. So I was like, you know what? I'm not even gonna do that. I'm just gonna grow my beard out, and I'm gonna just monitor to make sure it don't fall out and stuff like that. So I'm probably not. I'm eventually gonna get tired of my beard and cut it off, and then regret it again. It's only a matter of time, but I'm not gonna do it right now. I'm actually gonna try to grow it out as long as I can until I get tired of it. All right. Also, man, I heart video games. I haven't gotten much growth. Think I'm not derma rolling enough. Man, it kind of depends on how long you've been using it. You don't want to over derma roll, man, because you got to give your skin time to heal. So I derma roll twice a week. I've heard people saying that you only need to do it once a week. So I probably wouldn't do it more than twice a week. That's all you need. And to be honest with you, I didn't notice any huge differences in my gains once I started derma rolling. Some people do, you know what I'm saying? Before I started derma rolling, I heard people was like, man, once they started derma rolling, they seen a night and day difference in their gains. But I never really seen any difference. And and to be honest with you, I think my gains would have been the same if I didn't derma roll, because I started derma rolling on week 4. I didn't notice any crazy gains until like week 8 and week 9. So, you know what I'm saying? I would just keep doing it. It's not going to hurt, you know what I'm saying? And there are studies showing that it's beneficial. So, but you know what I'm saying? Some people gains are a lot slower than others. It take a lot longer. So I would just keep being consistent. That's the biggest thing. And see, I got a brother, and I told him about Minoxidil when I had first started, and he did it for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But he was never consistent with it. I think he only did it for like a few months, and he had the liquid version. And so his gains weren't really that good, but he still made a little gains. Before he started the Minoxidil, he couldn't really grow no hair. But now he still has like some patches of hair on his face. So it does work. You just got to be consistent for you to get your full results. And some people are just slow growers. All right, Alex Fenty. I'm 4 months in applying to my goatee area, as I only want a goatee, but very poor results. I started because of first watching your journey, but my hope is diminishing at this point. Man, you got to keep applying. Listen, 4 months really ain't that long, bro. You got to give it like a year. You know what I'm saying? Because I always give an example of my connectors. After the first year of using it, I could not grow my connectors at all. I thought I was never going to grow my connectors. And after a year doing it, eventually it started coming in. You know what I'm saying? And now you can see that, you know what I'm saying, it's not thick as I want it to be, but you can definitely see that, you know what I'm saying, my mustache is connected to my beard. So you got to give it at least, you know what I'm saying, a year. And you don't want to stop right now at 4 months, because once this year gonna pass, whether you put Minoxidil or not, and you don't want to look back and be like, what if I would have kept going? And then also, I'm not sure if you documenting your results, because you really don't know how much you're actually gaining unless you like take pictures or take video and then you look back on it. I didn't realize how much higher my chin hairs got until I did this 2-year transformation video. You know what I'm saying? If you look at my, you know what I'm saying, week 1 and 2, my chin hairs, they weren't thick at all. And it wasn't even as high as it is now. And I didn't even realize that until I look back. So just keep on going, man. All right. Diego, this is a little off topic. Do you recommend laser hair removal? I don't like what you trying to. I don't know. I don't know too much about that. I don't know what you're trying to remove. You know what I'm saying? Like what are you trying to remove off your? What type of hair are you trying to remove? Hair on your wrist, hair on your back? I don't know. You got to do more research on that. But I wouldn't be trying to do no laser hair removal on your beard if you're trying to get some gains. All right, Umar. All right, man. What's the longest you ever went growing your beard, before or during your Minoxidil journey? All right, that's a good question, man. So before my minoxidil journey, I didn't grow my beard at all. I just kept a goatee, and I shaved it down pretty low. I didn't even try to grow out my beard. Like before I had my goatee, I think probably the longest I even grew my sideburns was probably like a week or two. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really see a point, you know what I'm saying, if it wasn't connecting. But the longest I went was the second time, like once I got my noob gains, like after like I think I cut my hair like week 6 of my minoxidil beard journey, and I grew my hair out all the way. And that might have been, let me see, that might have been around January. You know what? I cut my hair January, like January 1st. And that was around week 8 or week 9 or something like that. And then I didn't cut my hair again until like April, because I remember that was right before I had went to New York to see the Terrence Crawford Amir Khan boxing match. And I didn't really feel like dealing with my beard when I was out of town. I didn't want to bring, you know what I'm saying, my beard oil and my comb and all that stuff. So I shaved it off. So that was like close to 4 months that I grew my beard out. That was the longest I ever grew it out. But I was screwing it up, trying to line my hair up, and I was lining it too low. One side was higher than the other. It was, man, just watch the 2-year transformation. Why, you can't really see it in there, but if you go back and watch those videos, you would see, man, my line was all screwed up, man. All right. Let me see. Let me read some more comments. Hey, man, I got a lot of comments today, man. 33 people in the chat. Viking Beard, Yo G, what's up, dude? I got a derma roller and I'm seeing more gains on my soul patch. Hey, man, that's what's up, man. It'll work for some people. It don't really work for other people, but that's good, man. It ain't gonna hurt. You know what I'm saying? Hey, dude. Also, how's your family beard genetics? That's a good question as well. I don't really know my family beard genetics because none of the men in my family actually have beards. Like my dad is a chef. So since I've been born, my dad has never grown a beard. Like my dad, he completely shaves his face or he has a mustache. Ever since the 30 years I've been on this earth, I've never seen my dad with more than a mustache. And my uncles the same way. My uncles, they just shave. So they never tried growing out a beard from what I've seen since I've been alive. So I don't really know. And the same on my mom's side, my grandfather that passed away, he never grew out a beard either. So I never knew what my potential was in terms of genetics. So I don't know, man. But I think we have really bad genetics because I couldn't grow a beard and my brother definitely couldn't grow a beard. All right. So SS23, can you use minoxidil while trimming your beard? Will it still work? Yeah, man. It actually probably will work better. The lower your beard is trimmed, the less hair on your face, the better the minoxidil is going to work because you're going to get it on more of your skin. You know what I'm saying? Once you start growing a beard like this, if I start putting minoxidil on, that minoxidil isn't even going to reach my skin. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, like, after year 1, I just started putting minoxidil like in the little areas around here where you can see skin. I wasn't even putting them on my cheeks anymore. You know what I'm saying? For like a year, I did not put minoxidil on my cheeks. I just put it around my connectors and under here because I was trying to see if I can grow hair like under here to have it completely closed up. I was also still putting it on my mustache. I got poor mustache genetics. So yeah, man. So, you know what I'm saying? And minoxidil doesn't always work. So I don't know if y'all knew, you know what I'm saying? Some of y'all new guys probably don't know. But after year 1, I started putting minoxidil on my hairline. You know what I'm saying? Because I got a widow's peak hairline. That's why I'm bald. You know what I'm saying? I told myself, like in my late teens, if my hairline ever start receding, I'm going bald. I'm not going to be one of these guys that hold on to a receding hairline. I'm not going to do it. So I was like, okay, after year 1, you know what I'm saying? The year 2, I'm going to not only continue putting minoxidil on my beard, I'm going to see if it works for my hairline. Let me turn my phone off. And I haven't really grown my hair out at all. But, you know what I'm saying, whenever I go like 3 days without shaving, I can kind of see stubble and I can see where my hairline comes in. And I can tell you minoxidil did not work for my hairline. But I was only putting minoxidil on once a day at night. And I would just put it around my hairline, also the top of my head. And I don't think it really worked. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. Maybe it will work if I put it on twice a day. I don't know. I even tried derma rolling up here a little bit, but I don't know, man. For some reason, when I derma rolled my hair, it kind of left little scars. And I was like, you know what? And then to be honest with you, even if I could grow my hair out, I've been bald for so long that I actually prefer my hair like this anyway. I prefer not to have any hair. So I'm not really even tripping on, you know what I'm saying, if minoxidil can grow my hairline back. But yeah, I don't really think it worked on my hairline, but it is what it is. All right, man, let me go back to some of these comments. All right, Dewan, Mark, I'm just gonna say Dewan. Straight juice in 2021. Yeah, man, you gotta get on the juice. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That foam minoxidil. All right. Rebella, you probably put too much liquid on their faces, which is why it takes too long to dry. Yeah, man. I feel like a lot of people put too much foam minoxidil anyway. They say, like, for example, for the foam, the recommendations are like a capful or something like that. And I'm like, bro, that's way too much minoxidil. I never, especially when you don't have any hair on your face, like I used like half of the recommendations and I was easily able to put enough minoxidil on my face to cover my whole face. And I remember watching this one dude, man, before I started my journey. And he made a video and he was like all skeptical. He didn't think minoxidil worked or anything like that. And he made like a rant video on it. And one of his complaints was that like 1 month supply of minoxidil, he said he never made it to a month. And so when I started applying minoxidil, I was stretching like one bottle to like 2.5 to 3 months. And I never could understand how he had the complaint that the minoxidil wasn't lasting that long for him. But yeah, man, you just put what you need on there, man. Like you don't have to use a half a capful or even 1 cc, 1 milliliter, whatever they recommend. And one of the easiest ways that I learned afterwards, if you do use a liquid minoxidil and you don't want it to be messy and running down your face, put the minoxidil on a cotton ball. You know what I'm saying? Put the minoxidil on a cotton ball and then rub the cotton ball on your face. And that way you won't have a whole bunch of the liquid on your face and it dries a lot quicker. So for y'all guys that's using a liquid, you know what I'm saying, that's a little tip right there. You can also use that for any kind of liquid beard oil as well, if you don't want things to get messy and you don't want to use too much. And you can also, you know what I'm saying, put the minoxidil exactly where you want it. That's one of the good things about the foam. Because it's not liquid, you can actually take it and put it exactly where you want it without having a whole bunch of mess. All right, man, let's get to some more. I can't even pronounce your name. It starts with an S. Will your gains fall off after 6 months of using minoxidil and you decide to stop? You know what I'm saying? Now they say it all depends on if your hairs if your vellus and transitional hairs have been replaced by terminal hairs. So once your terminal hairs start coming in, your permanent, you know what I'm saying, thick hairs, that's permanent. Usually by 6 months, you don't have a full beard of terminal hair. So theoretically, if you just have like a lot of vellus and transitional hairs and you get off minoxidil, those hairs will fall out. You know what I'm saying? You'll still keep what little terminal hairs you have, but you know what I'm saying, the transitional hairs will fall off. And this is one thing that I've been looking at too, because like I say, I still got transitional hairs right here by my connectors, and I've been having them for a long time. And I'm gonna monitor, are they gonna, you know what I'm saying, eventually fall off since I'm not using minoxidil, or will they eventually get replaced? So that's something that I'm looking at. So theoretically, if you quit after 6 months, a lot of times you're gonna lose a lot of your gains. All right. LK Promotions, liquids or foam. I prefer the foam, but it's up to you. The liquid is a little cheaper. They both gonna give you results. From my experience and from what I've heard a lot of other guys, you will have more side effects using the liquid, man. So the foam is a little easier on your skin. It's a lot more convenient because it dries faster, and you still gonna get the gains. The only thing about the foam is it's a little more expensive. All right, H all day. Proud of you, bro. Been following since April 2019, man. You one of the OGs, man. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that's been rocking with me since 2019, man, I appreciate that. All right, Johnny Deals, yeah, you got to be on minoxidil for 4 years. Like me, it's hard to take the needle out the arm. Hey, man, you get addicted to that minoxidil. I ain't lying. Because I remember, like, I was like, man, I don't want to go another year when I was, you know what I'm saying, after my first year. But then once I got to the end of this journey, I was like, man, I don't think I want to stop using minoxidil. Because what if, you know what I'm saying, what if I haven't reached my, you know what I'm saying, my full potential? What if I can keep making more gains? But yeah, man, you can easily get on it for 4 years. I ain't lying. All right, man, let's get some more. Dang, man, these comments is crazy. Oh yeah, Rebella. I took pictures every week for motivation as well, man. Yeah, man. Take pictures, shoot videos like me. I don't know why a lot of y'all guys don't do no minoxidil content, man. You can make you a little bit of money, you know what I'm saying? All you gotta do is just be consistent and make a couple transformation videos. And then you know what I'm saying, if you wanna, and then all you gotta do, I'm gonna tell you how, if you wanna start a minoxidil channel, how to get a lot of views. The first thing you gotta do is, you know what I'm saying, you gotta make a transformation video. The transformation videos get the most views. And when my first transformation video got a lot of views. Like I think it's got over 500,000 views now, but I got like 100,000 views like that. And what I did was I went on one of the Facebook groups and I posted it on there. And that got a lot of traction. I thought about posting this last transformation video on one of the Facebook groups, but one of the terms and conditions was like, no posting, no videos if you somebody that don't post often. So I was like, man, I ain't even gonna worry about it. You know what I'm saying? All right, Sonny, man. Have you seen any Asian guys with success with minoxidil? Now, there was a guy, I don't think he makes videos anymore, but he was an Asian guy that made videos on minoxidil journey. And to be honest with you, he didn't make no gains. You know what I'm saying? Asian men are usually hard gainers. You rarely see Asian men with beards, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? If you come from a family, if you're Asian, you come from a family, you don't have a lot of facial hair, you probably gonna have to be on there for at least a year before you see any noticeable gains. But there was one guy, I don't know, I haven't looked up minoxidil channels in a while, but there was one guy that was documenting his gains. And to be honest with you, he didn't really make that much progress. All right, man, let me answer some more. How much money do I make from these videos? Viking beer. All right, so let me see. I'm gonna look right now. All right, so right now I probably make like $200 a month from these videos. I could be making more money from these videos, but because my videos are so short, I don't have a lot of advertisements on here. So the thing about YouTube, once you become a partner, and it takes a while to become a partner, because in order to become a YouTube partner, you have to have at least 1,000 subscribers, and you have to have at least 4,000 hours of watch video time. And then you become a subscriber. And then they don't give you your first paycheck until you make $100. So you have to make $100 before they pay you. And so if you ever watch like big YouTube channels, one thing, I don't know if y'all noticed this, but most of their videos are over 10 minutes. And the reason why is because once your video, and I think the YouTube changed the policy to where now it's 8 minutes. I think once your video is 8 minutes or longer, you can put more than one advertisement on the video. And so every time you watch it, every time one of your subscribers watch an advertisement, you get paid for that. So since most of my videos are like 4 minutes or less because it's just a quick update, I only have like an advertisement like at the beginning of the video or at the end. So I don't have a whole bunch of advertisements. I have noticed that since I put this transformation video, which was like close to 10 minutes, I did earn a little bit more money, you know what I'm saying, from YouTube. So typically it's around like $180 a month that I make off of this channel. For some reason, like this last month, I don't know, I made like $200. But it ain't really nothing, but you know what I'm saying, it's something. And I just basically take that money and invest it in the stock market. So I appreciate y'all for, you know what I'm saying, for watching these videos. You putting a little bit of money in my pockets, you know what I'm saying? I ain't about to quit my job or nothing, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? All right, man. I'm kind of getting lost in the sauce with these comments, man. All right, y'all doing good, man. All right. I'm gonna go back to S23. I'm sorry if I missed some of y'all comments, man. What are some things beginners should know before using it? All right, so if you're a beginner, first you need to look up the potential side effects. So some of the potential side effects that people have are dry skin, and especially if you're using liquid, and that's going to be a given. Dry skin. Some people have heart palpitations where their heart be skipping beats or whatever. I don't know what. I ain't never had no heart palpitations, but that's scary. Also, headaches. I heard people having headaches like the first 2 weeks they use it. What else? I've heard people feeling fatigued and tired. I've had people having like facial edema where they started developing like a holding fluid in their face. So those are some of the potential side effects of it. And you need to understand that. You need to be aware of that so you can make an informed decision, because you don't want something like that to surprise you. And so once you get that out the way and you like, you know what, I'm gonna deal with that. If you know what I'm saying, if that happens, then you start getting minoxidil. In terms of the brand, you can in my opinion, you can use whatever brand you want, whether it's Kirkland, whether it's Rogaine, whether it's Equate, whether it's the Walgreens brand. In my opinion, I just use the cheapest brand. You can use 5%. I recommend a 5% foam to start off, and just use it twice a day, man. Once in the morning, once at night. I don't think you have to be as, you know what I'm saying, regimented to where you're using it at the same exact time in the morning, and then washing it off exactly 4 hours later, then the same exact time. Man, just put it on in the morning, put it on at night. You know what I'm saying? And then if you want to enhance your gains, potentially get you a derma roller and you derma roll twice a week. The days that you derma roll, you don't put minoxidil on. You wait 24 hours. And that's all you need to do, man. And that's it. That's all you need to do for beginners. Viking beard, Jermaine be clapping more cheeks with a full beard. Hey, man, y'all got to be careful out here, man. A lot of these chicks got roaches. But, you know what I'm saying? But listen, you will get more attention from the ladies, man, with the beard. The ladies love the beard. If you don't believe me, grow out a beard and cut it and watch what they say. All right, Salams. Do you trim your beard or do you go to the barbershop? I trim my beard myself, man. I haven't been to the barbershop since I was like in middle school. Even when I had hair, I always would cut my hair. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't be the best, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have the freshest lineup, but I didn't feel like going to the barbershop paying $20, $30, $40 and sitting in the barbershop all day when I could do it myself. And so I've been cutting my own hair since I was like 13 or 14, man. And it ain't even that hard to do, man. Now with YouTube, they got a lot of YouTube tutorials on how to cut your hair. You know what I'm saying? Tell you what clippers to use. I've seen people fade their hair and everything. You can get you a 360 mirror. But yeah, man, I always do my own. Eventually, I want to get my beard shaped up by a professional. All right. I can't read y'all names. Do you trim or shave? I trim. But sometimes I cut it. I never like shave with a razor or anything. If I do shave it completely down, then I use clippers. What do I shave my head with? I don't shave my head with a razor, man. I use the Andes clippers, Andes liners, and I also have some balding clippers by Wall, but it doesn't cut as low as the liner. So the clippers that people line your hair up, them little clippers, them little silver Andes clippers, that's what I use to shave my head, man. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't get as close as a razor, but it gets close enough and it doesn't give me any razor bumps because my head is very sensitive to razor bumps. All right. Does it matter what minoxidil brand you get? In my opinion, it doesn't matter. I would get the cheapest. Rogaine is probably the most expensive. Kirkland is pretty expensive, but Walmart, you know what I'm saying? Walmart has that Equate brand, and I think it's like $30 for like a 3-month supply, which is pretty cheap. That's what I use for the most of my journey. Were you using minoxidil 5 times a week and dermarolling twice? Yep. So minoxidil 5 times a week, dermarolling twice. Should you take collagen and biotin, and how much bills take 1 or 2? I'm not sure what that second one. You don't have to take collagen or biotin. Actually, I think that was one of my first 1 or 2 live streams where I talked about supplements. And you can definitely get collagen and biotin easily from your diet, especially things like biotin, where they probably put 10,000 times the amount of biotin that you need. Most of the biotin that you get from those supplements, you're going to be peeing out anyway. So you can easily get biotin. It's a micronutrient. It's a trace. It's not a mineral. It's a vitamin. It's a B vitamin, water soluble, and you don't even need that much. You can easily get it from foods. All right, Beer Viking. Oh my God, dude, same. My family has horrible balding genetics. Still have a full head of hair, but I'm very likely to lose it. Got a brace for that, man. It is what it is, man. I wish, boy. Like people like Jalen Rose that used to play basketball, bro. He has like the crispiest lineup, man. And I'm just like, man, he got the best hairline genetics. I actually be looking at like older dudes and like their hairline. I'd be like, yo, how are you 40 and 50 years old and you still got a crispy hairline, man? People, I feel like they take that for granted, man. All the guys that's balding and stuff like that, man. I started balding in my early 20s. You know what I'm saying? And to be honest with you, I didn't even really notice that my hairline was receding until I started looking at pictures of myself. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't really tell from looking at the mirror, but once I started looking at pictures like sideways and I started seeing my hairline like whoop, I said, oh Lord. And so what I started doing was just cutting my hair lower and lower and lower, gradually doing it. And then eventually I went bald. Don't go from no afro straight to a bald head. You're going to look crazy. You got to do it the Kobe Bryant way. Kobe Bryant did it best. Remember when Kobe Bryant was in the league, he started out with an afro. And then he started cutting his hair lower and lower and lower. And then eventually he went bald and he made a smooth transition to being bald. Do not go from an afro straight to bald. It gotta be a transition. All right. And ILLATG said take two 500 biotins. And you can do what you want, but 10,000 milligrams of biotin is way too much. If you look at the percent daily values, go look at the percent daily values of 10,000 micrograms of biotin. Rico plays, I got a widow's peak too, but my hair is long and curly, so I throw it forward and it hides the peak for now, but I'm gonna ultimately go bald later on. Yeah, I'm not sure what race you are, but white guys can kind of get away with You know what I'm saying? If you got longer hair and you can comb them bangs down, you can kind of get away with a widow's peak. All right, so SS23 foam or liquid minoxidil, what would you say for beginners? I would probably say foam, bro, because you're not going to experience nearly the amount. The foam is going to be a lot easier on your skin, and it's going to be a lot easier to apply, and it's going to make it easier for you to be consistent. But if you want to save a little money, try the liquid out. You know what I'm saying? I personally, I ride with the foam 100%. Lemon pepper lube, do you consistently apply it 2 times a day for your 2-year journey? How often did you find yourself not applying it once a day during 2 years? So the first year, I think I applied it twice a day. Like I was consistent like every day except for maybe 2 days where I probably applied it once. Now, the second year, I kind of got a little lax. For the most part, I was applying it twice a day. There was some days where I only applied it once. There was some days where I didn't apply it at all. But usually, if I didn't apply it twice a day, I at least applied it once. But for the most part, I remained consistent. I never went a long period of time without applying. Like I never went a week without applying, or never went 2 weeks. It may have been like 2 days where one day I didn't apply it, and then the next day after I just applied it once, and then after that I got back on track. So I was very consistent my 2 years. Jordan, 326 facts. I think it's been my problem lately. I've been putting too much foam on as I've been getting some tingling in my left arm. I don't know about that, bro. Yeah, you might need to cut back on that if something is tingling. All right, Rico plays at Jordan. I've had similar stuff happening when I was on liquid minoxidil. It can give you irregular palpitations since minoxidil is originally used for patients with blood pressure. Yeah, man, definitely cut back on that, man. If you experiencing some tingling and stuff like that. Man, I feel like some of these questions are like repeating. What's on my? Somebody had asked me, I don't even know who it was. What's my social media? So I'm on Instagram. I don't have like a minoxidil page on Instagram, but since I'm a dietitian, my specialty is nutrition. My Instagram is called Eat Right Guy. So eat, EAT, and then right, like the right way, RIGHT, and then guy, GUY, all in one word. So my YouTube page, my Instagram page is mainly like nutrition and stuff like that. But you know what I'm saying? I don't really post too much on it. I just be looking. All right. Diego, at what age did you realize you couldn't grow a beard without minoxidil? I'm 21 and can grow some facial hair, but got patches and it's not full. Should I wait or start using it? I'm gonna be honest with you, man. If you 21 and you can't grow a beard, you ain't gonna grow a beard without minoxidil. I'm gonna be honest with you. People that can grow a beard, you know what I'm saying, you usually can tell in your early 20s. I didn't start using minoxidil until I was 28. I was 28 when I started minoxidil. You know what I'm saying? So by that time, I already knew I was never going to be able to grow a beard by myself. And so I was like, you know what I'm saying? I might as well start minoxidil. So if you in your 30s or you in your late 20s, it is not too late to be able to grow a beard, man. Just use that minoxidil. All right, when did your vellus hair start falling out? After it falls out, how long does the terminal hair go back? When does it grow back faster? You really start noticing like the vellus hairs coming out when you go through a shedding phase. But they kind of it don't necessarily all come out at one time. You know what I'm saying? It just eventually, you know what I'm saying, as you on it a long time, you can feel the texture of your hair. Those vellus and transitional hairs are softer than your terminal hairs. I say the best way to determine if your hairs have been replaced by terminal is to shave. Whenever you shave, any kind of stubble that you have, your stubble is terminal hairs. So if you're not 100% sure if those, you know what I'm saying, transitional hairs and vellus hairs have been replaced, I think the best way to do it is to shave. And then once you start growing your hair back, the first hairs that you see are going to be your terminals. And then eventually, as the weeks go on, those vellus and transitional hairs, those soft hairs, are going to start growing back. All right. More Life King. These chicks got, I don't know what she said. Yeah, they got, some of these chicks got fleas, man. Y'all better watch out, man. Does the hours of putting the minoxidil on, I guess, will make a difference? Now, some people tell you to keep minoxidil on for 4 hours and then wash it off. I kept it on all day. You know what I'm saying? Like in the morning, I'll wash my face or take a shower or whatever. Then I'll put minoxidil on. And then I wouldn't take minoxidil off until I wouldn't wash my face again until I got home from work. You know what I'm saying? I wash my face or whatever. And then at night, I take a shower, put minoxidil on, and then I sleep with it on my face for the rest of the night. So I basically kept minoxidil on my face all day. I didn't really worry about, you know what I'm saying, anything. Viking Beard, Jermaine has hit the 30. He leveled up being a big, yeah, man, I'm 30, bro. 30 and a half. You look back up here. Man, I'm missing some of y'all comments, man. All right. Julian, will it make your face and cheeks chubby? It could, man. At one point, I thought the minoxidil was making me hold water in my face, but I don't know, man. I think I was just eating too many avocados, bro. Getting too much fat in my diet and getting out of shape. You know what I'm saying? Also, you know what I'm saying, the content creator, Duran, he was complaining about that too. He was feeling that the minoxidil was swelling his face up. And I think he really had edema because he had like a before and after picture. And I can definitely tell that at one point it was swelling his face up. And he had to take some time off from it. So that could be a potential side effect. After you derma roll, when you use minoxidil on your face, does it itch? Nah, man. As long as you wait 24 hours before you put the minoxidil on, you shouldn't have any problems with itching. Yeah, SS23. I looked through your Instagram. You got some big biceps. Respect. I lift too, man, bro. I'm gonna keep it real, man. I'm a shell of myself, man. I still, you know what I'm saying? The biceps are all right, but I'm nowhere like those pictures, man. Those are like 3 or 4 years ago when I was like really into lifting weights, man. Like I was literally walking around year round with like 8% body fat. Like, no, I was just cut up year round. I was working out 6 days a week, 3 days upper body, 3 days lower body. And then the one day I took off, I was doing push-ups. At one point, I was doing like 500 to 1,000 push-ups a day, man. Like, I was really motivated by like prison workouts and stuff like that. So I did a whole bunch of calisthenics. I was doing push-ups every day. At one point, I was doing sets of 100 push-ups, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like knocking out sets of 100 like they were nothing. Doing dips, you know what I'm saying? Doing like sets of 60 dips. I was crazy, man. But it's like now I still go to the gym. Like I've been going to the gym like 3 days a week. I just don't have that passion anymore. I don't know what it is. I don't know, man. I don't have the passion like I used to. I don't have that fire, and I don't know how to get it back. But I'm still lean. I still got a six-pack and stuff, but I'm nowhere as athletic as I used to be, man. Back when I was like 24 and 25, man, I was an animal, man. I was a machine, bro. Like one of the guys that like really motivated me was Herschel Walker, man, the football player who used to play for the University of Georgia. They say he didn't lift no weights, but he did thousands of push-ups, thousands of sit-ups, thousands of dips every day. And that just, man, that motivated me so much. Like, I was real motivated on people that got big with nothing. You know what I'm saying? And I used to follow this page on Instagram, these dudes from Africa. And they had like these handmade weights, man. They was using concrete, you know what I'm saying, cinder blocks lifting weights, and they was just yoked up. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have the best nutrition, you know what I'm saying? They just ate what they could afford. and they weren't in no fancy gym. They weren't taking no supplements and anything like that. So that type of stuff used to motivate me, man. And I remember I had a book, man. I had a book on penitentiary workouts, bro. I used to go on YouTube looking up penitentiary workouts, bro, just doing a whole bunch of push-ups. That's the stuff that motivated me, man. I ain't really care about no bodybuilding and all that stuff, man. All right, I'm 18. I use it, or should I wait? Good stuff, bro. Hey, man, 18, you know what I'm saying? I feel like you don't really know your genetic potential. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if you use it, it'll probably speed things up. You an adult, you can smoke, you know what I'm saying? At 18, you can join the military. So hey, if you want to join, if you want to hop on Minoxidil, I don't see why not. I always say this. If I knew about this when I was 18, I would have jumped on it. Lemon pepper, Jermaine, I don't got that passion anymore. I don't know how to get back. Sound like erectile dysfunction commercial for Viagra. Well, I hope I don't never have that, bro. God, man, that if I ever have erectile dysfunction, I'm jumping on that Viagra. I don't care, bro. Antonio, I do push-ups, pull-ups, and dips. That's it. It will change your body completely, bro. That, man, all you need is the basics, bro. Like, that's why I like, you know what I'm saying, would go to Planet Fitness. People be hating on Planet Fitness, bro. If you know what you're doing in the gym, you don't need to go to no hardcore gym to get cut up and lean, bro. I used to hate when people used to like dog Planet Fitness. Oh, you going to Planet Fitness and they look like crap. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, bro, if you know what you're doing, you don't need to lift weights, period, to get jacked. You know what I'm saying? You got these dudes. You can go on YouTube. They got dudes that's in New York, and all they do is like pull-ups and calisthenics, man, and they jacked, man. You got to know what you're doing. All right. Could you grow anything before you started using it, Courage Davis? Yeah, man, I could grow my mustache and I can grow like my little chin hairs. That's about it. And I can grow sideburns, but they would never connect. So I didn't start completely from nothing. Like some people can't grow anything. I could at least grow a little bit. You know what I'm saying? How do you stop your face from getting dry with Minoxidil? Use Jamaican black castor oil after. You know what I'm saying? Moisturize. So SS23, Planet Fitness is all right. You can still get good workout in, but they dumbbells kind of light with only 60 pounds for pressing. Well, the Planet Fitness I go to is I think the highest is 75 pounds, but I never really been the person that wanted to like get huge or lift heavy weights. Now I'm lying. When I was in high school, you know what I'm saying, I used to try to bench press a lot. I remember when I was 17, I was 150 pounds benching 265 by myself. I remember I did it at the YMCA, no spotter or nothing. I benched 265 at 150 pounds at 17. And then playing football, man, I had injured my rotator cuff, bro, and I never really could bench press again, bro. And that kind of messed me up really bad because you know what I'm saying, I used to go to the gym just to bench press. And I screwed my shoulders up. And bench press is one of the one exercises that I just cannot do, bro. I don't know. Whenever I start going down, I can just hear my shoulder just scraping bone on bone. And then when I started going to Planet Fitness and because I was totally against machines. But then when I started going to Planet Fitness, you know what I'm saying, and realizing that I can use the chest machines and it don't hurt my shoulders and stuff like that. And I just kept going, you know what I'm saying? I just developed workout routines just to stay shredded and lean. I never wanted to get big. I don't really care about strength, but I wanted to, you know what I'm saying, I wanted to look good at the beach. That's what all I cared about. All right, man. All right, Dom, last question. I'm on week 10 starting to see vellus hairs growing and white and black. My question is, week 10, should I cut it off, or shave it, or just keep it in and let the shading happen? Man, you can do whatever you want, man. If I was you, I would just grow it out just to see, you know what I'm saying, how much coverage you can get. But either way, whether you cut it or not, just keep on applying Minoxidil. You'll still make good gains. Post your old workout routines for us. I might have some old workout I never really video my old workouts because I don't know. I never really video my old workouts because it's, you know what I'm saying, I never really like videotaping myself. Like when I go to the gym, I'm focused. I can't set up a camera and all that stuff. But I think I do have some like workout clips and stuff that I may post. If you go back to my on my YouTube page, I mean my Instagram page, way back years back, I think I posted some. Have you ever set off the lunk alarm before? Now I never set it off before, but because I don't throw my weights or nothing like that. But I've heard that. I've heard it a lot of times. I remember one time the lunk alarm stayed on, like they sounded it off and it just would not cut off, and it was so annoying. I just left the gym. But I think it depends on what Planet Fitness you go to, because the one I go to, I've never heard the lunk alarm go off. Check this out, peeps. What's your thoughts about Trump? Man, I'm gonna keep it real. I voted for Trump, bro. You know what I'm saying? I got too much money invested in the stock market, you know what I'm saying? And I believe that, you know what I'm saying, that the news media, they out for him. I feel like he did a lot for black people. Me being black, I feel like Trump did more for black people than a lot of these presidents. So I voted for him. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he is kind of getting cheated, but it is what it is, man. We got a new president. We got to do what we got to do. It is what it is, you know what I'm saying? He ain't going down without a fight, but I don't know, man. We got to take our losses, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But yeah, man, he got my vote, bro. I made a lot of money with Trump in office on the stock market, bro. I'm going to keep it real, man. I'm not with all that, you know what I'm saying, politically correct stuff and, oh, we hate Trump. Trump is racist. I don't believe he's racist. And we all know Joe Biden is racist. All you got to do is look at the film. But yeah, I don't want to get too politically involved in that, but I'm over it. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I take my losses like a man. You know what I'm saying? All right. Is there any way to stop your face from swelling with minoxidil? I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? Something you might have to just, if your face starts swelling, you might have to just cut it back to maybe once a day instead of 2 times a day. All right, Super Miss Love. Hey, Jermaine, I'm 19. I use minoxidil and it grew my hair on my biceps. Is that normal? It ain't normal, but you know what I'm saying? I don't think that's a big deal. You can always get some clippers and shave your biceps. But yeah, sometimes that is a side effect. Diego, what's your YouTube channel? My other YouTube channel is Eat Right Guy. It's basically a channel on nutrition and how to become a dietitian. But yeah, but like if you go way back in the day, 4 or 5 years ago, I did make a lot of videos on like exercise too. Let me see. It's sad black people assume that other black people are leftists just because they black. Yeah, bro. It's, you know what I'm saying? Years ago, I actually went down that rabbit hole and I did my research, you know what I'm saying? Reading books on, man, I did a lot of my own self-education on African-American history. And I went down a rabbit hole, bro, with the Democratic Party, you know what I'm saying? And just how messed up it is, bro, and how, man, and just how the liberal, I ain't trying to get too political on here, but just the white liberal, you know what I'm saying, has really like infiltrated the black people. Like, all you have to do to bamboozle black people is to put a pro-black name on an organization. For example, Black Lives Matters. Black Lives Matters ain't no black organization. It ain't pro-black, you know what I'm saying? But the name sounds like it's pro-black, so people fall in line. Same thing with the NAACP. NAACP ain't no black organization. It never was. You know what I'm saying? All you got to do is look at the founders. And also look at how long it took for a black man or a black woman to have an executive position in the NAACP. And then once you start going down that rabbit hole, I also studied Frederick Douglass, Booker T. Washington. Man, I read everything on Booker T. Washington. And once I started studying Booker T. Washington, I never complained about anything, you know what I'm saying? Because the stuff that they did back then, you know what I'm saying, with all the stuff they had to overcome is nothing compared to what we have here. We have all the opportunities in the world. So I always think for myself, You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But I try to stay away from politics, and you know what I'm saying? I look out for myself first and my money. You know what I'm saying? That's all I really care for. What president has the best interest with my money? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's about it, man. How did you get into stocks? I got into stocks, man. I started reading, you know what I'm saying? Just started reading books on it. People say read like The Intelligent Investor and stuff like that, or read stuff on Warren Buffett. I feel like you shouldn't jump into that. What I did, because in order to understand stocks, which if you don't know anything about it, you have to learn the language first. You have to know the key terms. So I recommend that you read like beginners investing books, just so you can learn the terminology. And once you kind of learn the terminology, then you can kind of get into Warren Buffett and Intelligent Investor and kind of see what their strategies are. But you're not going to really understand it if you don't know the general terminology. So read a bunch of beginners books. I read like 15 beginners books. You know what I'm saying? I went on Amazon.com and I would just type in beginners investing, beginners stocks. And then I started writing down keywords. And then I'm like, you know what I'm saying? And then once I kind of understood it, that's when I jumped into the stock market. And I'm still feel like I'm a novice at it. I don't do any kind of day trading. It's still a lot of stuff that I don't know, but I know more than the average person, and I have made money on the stock market. So it's never too late to get in. The earlier you get in, the better, especially when you're in your 20s, because if you start investing now, by the time you get to retirement age, you know what I'm saying, you're going to be set, because a lot of people don't invest. A lot of people aren't prepared for retirement. And yeah, definitely, man, start reading some beginners books just so you can get your vocabulary down, and then eventually advance to more technical terms. And don't do what people say on TV or on newspaper articles where they say, oh, this stock is hot, you need to invest in this now. If they're telling you to invest in a stock, don't do it. You know what I'm saying? You want to buy when a stock is cheap. When people are panicking, when people are talking about the market is crashing, that's when real investors we rubbing our hands. You know what I'm saying? When the COVID stock market crashed, I was ready. You know what I'm saying? Us real investors, we were ready. And that's when I really spent a lot of my money, and I made the majority of my money. So yeah, that's about it. All right, man. Viking Beard. Sadly, a lot of black people act in their feelings and not on fact. Yeah, man, it is what it is, bro. All right. Viking Beard. I love reading Investopedia. Yeah, Investopedia, man, that's a good website. It's simple and they break down the concepts. How old were you when you invested your first stock? I think I've been investing for like 4 years. So I think like 26. You know what I'm saying? I invest mostly in the S&P 500. I started branching out a little bit, especially when COVID hit. I started going crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because everything was cheap. You know what I'm saying? Everything was cheap. And so you basically could invest in anything. I just started investing in Apple, especially when their stocks split. You know what I'm saying? Basically, they cut their stock in half. So like if you had owned 1 share, you own 2 shares, but the price of it, you know what I'm saying, cut in half. And so that's when I kind of bought in when it was more affordable. But most of my money I invest in the S&P 500, and I invest for a long term. I'm not trying to make any short term money. I do blue chip stocks. I'm not into that penny stock stuff. Where do I invest at? I use Vanguard as my broker. You know what I'm saying? But you can use any kind of broker. You know what I'm saying? You can use what's that app? Robinhood is a really good one. But you just got to be careful, man. And you got to do your own research, bro. Do your own research. You can use America Trade, Fidelity. But yeah, I use Vanguard. You know what I'm saying? Bro, invest in some stocks and Beyond Meats. The vegan industry is booming. I told my friends to buy it when it was around $40. Now it's at $1. Bro, I missed that. I miss Beyond Meats, bro. And right now, because the stock is high, I'm not going to invest in it. But they do have a vegan egg product. I can't even think of what it's called, but it's expected to go public sometime in the year 2021. And so I've been eyeing that. Once that goes public, I'm going to buy stock into that. Because like you said, vegan products have really, you know what I'm saying, the ones that have went public really, you know what I'm saying, people really making money off of that. All right, Martin, y'all wanted to ask you a question. I've been using Minoxidil for 6 months and I went to the hospital. My heart rate was 120 and I can hardly breathe. Should I keep going? No, indeed, bro. You need to get off of that. If you think Minoxidil caused your heart rate to go up to 120 beats per minute, you need to get off of that immediately, bro. These games are not worth you having a heart attack or having, you know what I'm saying, some kind of cardiovascular event. Viking Beer, Robinhood is too risky, but good because no commission. And you know what, man? A lot of these companies don't charge commission no more. You know what I'm saying? It used to be where if you bought, like if you was at Vanguard and you bought a stock that wasn't with Vanguard, you had to pay like $7 to either buy or sell. But now they don't even have that fee anymore. The thing about Robinhood, I actually started on Robinhood, but I took my money out of it because back when I was using it, your money wasn't guaranteed. So, and I wasn't sure if that app was going to last long because let's say that app, you know what I'm saying, they went bankrupt or something and they took that app off the market. You weren't guaranteed that they were going to refund you your money that you had invested in that app. So I was like, man, forget that. I'm taking my money out of that and I'm going to Vanguard to where I got some kind of insurance on my money. But yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? If you want to get started with investing, man, definitely, you know what I'm saying, I would never tell nobody to not get in the stock market. Don't be scared of it, bro. You know what I'm saying? The stock market is only scary when you doing it and you don't know what you're doing. Don't be a gambler, bro. It's the difference between an investor and a gambler. All right. Check this out, Pete. The dude said, Martin, man, that's that COVID, bro. Collective unconscious. Have you looked into crypto yet? Nah, man, I can't. I don't understand cryptocurrency, bro. And I don't know, man. Like the thing about the cryptocurrency, man, especially like a couple years ago, I know my brother had got into it. Like what people were doing with that went against the principles of an investor. So many people were buying into cryptocurrency because the prices were going up and they were trying to make a quick buck. And that's not how you invest. You don't invest when the price is high. You're supposed to invest when the price is low. You know what I'm saying? And I don't understand crypto. I don't understand the tax laws behind it. And I feel like I know there's a lot of hackers. I don't know the difference between Bitcoin and one cryptocurrency from the other. So I never really got into that because I never could fully understand it, especially in terms of the tax codes, especially like if you sell your cryptocurrency and you get your money back, do I have to pay? Who do I pay taxes to? Do I have to file it on my tax documents? I don't know. I didn't, you know what I'm saying? I don't know any of that stuff. It seemed kind of shady to me. I'm sure you can make a lot of money, but I'm not about to deal with that because I don't want the feds knocking on my door. All right, man. Viking Beer, don't invest in what you don't understand. Exactly. If you don't understand, don't even play with it, bro. Because they will get you. Because if you invest and you don't know what you're doing, you're gambling. All right. Lemon Pepper Lou, a lot of people lost a lot of money, bro. My brother lost thousands of dollars messing with that cryptocurrency. He couldn't even sleep. That it was so volatile, the price changes, that he couldn't even sleep at night. He was just panicking. You know what I'm saying? He would gain $1,000 and then lose. Like it was so volatile. I was like, I ain't doing it, bro. I do long-term investing. But yeah, man, we had like an hour and 18 minutes, man. This is the longest stream I got, man. I'm gonna answer a couple more questions and then I'm gonna sign off, man. Wavy Wednesday, I think that's how you pronounce your name. I don't know it all, but I do know there is a possibility of buying high and selling higher. Yeah, you can buy it at a higher rate, and then if you suspect that it's gonna go higher, then you know what I'm saying, you can do it. Diego, best advice for a beginner in investing, you need to do your own research. I think you should read at least 10 books on investing, beginners investing, before you do it, bro. You need to have a good understanding of the basic concepts. So that's what I would do, man. Don't lose sleep day trading. I don't do no day trading, bro. I'm not about to be trading against no computers, man. Yeah, 90% of day traders lose money. I looked into day trading, and one of the dudes on YouTube says you're gonna lose about $100,000 day trading. That's just you know what I'm saying, it is what it is. That's the loss you're gonna take to learn how to do it. I said that's a loss that I will never take. Forget that. What books did I read? I don't know the titles of them, man. I just went on Amazon.com and typed in beginners trading. I had the Kindle Unlimited. Do I pay $10 a month and you had access to all these books? And I just got all these free books, man. And I actually do have a list. It's in my Kindle somewhere of a whole bunch of good investing books and just books on money in general, man. I definitely recommend reading Rich Dad, Poor Dad. If you ever read that book, it's very, you know what I'm saying, basic, but you will be inspired. Like that book inspired me more than any other book I ever read, man. Rich Dad, Poor Dad, man. If there's one book I would tell somebody to read, it would be that book. Because that book, it won't tell you the strategies on how to invest and stuff like that, but it will spark that interest and it will change your mindset completely. I almost dropped out of graduate school after I read that book. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I'm gonna answer one more question, man. Lemon pepper. I think that vegan egg product you're talking about is called Just Egg. You can invest in the stock now, pre-IPO. Okay. Look into it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into it. That's exactly what I'm talking about. I remember I reading an article saying that it was gonna go public. So yeah, I'm gonna look into that, man. All right, man. I think that's about it. Oh yeah, it's good. But I can't even pronounce his last name. Is a bit sketchy though. He's really against people going to college. Hey man, the thing about his books, don't read his books thinking that you're gonna get his strategies. Read his book for motivation. I think for motivational purposes. But he does have some good, some good tips. College isn't for everybody. You don't have to go to college to get rich. A lot of times college will get you to go broke, you know what I'm saying? Especially if you're investing in all these student loans and stuff like that. But yeah, man, that's going to be the end of this live stream, man. It's been going on a long time. I'm going to do my update video tomorrow. And I'll probably do another live stream next week, man. So I appreciate everybody that tapped in tonight, man. And I'll see y'all next week.